Hello and welcome everyone. I am Bailey and this is Botany and Board, and today I'm going to be doing a solo playthrough of Castle Panic. Castle Panic is actually one of my most played solo games that I own, so I thought I actually have the day off today on PTO, so I'm actually going to be just doing some different videos of some of my most played solo games. So I thought that would be fun with you guys because that's generally what I do when I'm on PTO anyway. Alright, so to get started, so this is Castle Panic. It is a tower defense game, so you can see in the inner, it probably in the top left is the easiest to see this part, but we have a castle ring here, and we have castle walls on the outside. So wall, and then the center tower. So the whole point of this game is we are trying to survive attacks of all of these monsters trying to come in and attack our castle, and we win if we manage to get all the way through all of these monster tokens and we still have walls standing. If our whole castle gets torn down, it's the castle towers, right? So you could have a wall at the end and that's not going to help you. So if once all of these get knocked down, you lose, or vice versa, we kill all the monsters, then we win. So it plays pretty simple, and that's what I love so much about it, honestly, is because it's really nice if I have like a long day of work or something, I can just get this one out, and you'll see when I go the solo variant, it's actually very just kind of like, almost like therapeutic organizing, I feel like, in a way. So anyways, I love it. So we will get going. So I have set up the game here. So the way it works is our starting monsters. Shuffle this once, you know that I'm not a cheater. Okay, so we have set up here our starting monsters. So you'll see that we have rings. So there's this forest, there's the archer ring, the knight ring, the swordsman ring, and those are the different type of cards we have. So let's look at my starting hand to start. All right, so in my starting hand I have, so in the solo variant you get to start with 6 cards. So I have a knight, an archer, swordsman, a brick, and tar. So you'll see that they also have a color. So these people can shoot in that particular ring, monsters in that ring of that color that they are, if they match. So it's really very simple. On our turn, we're simply going to just be playing cards from our hand to take down these monsters. At the end of our turn, they are just going to advance. Every monster that's on the board is going to advance 1 space closer to the castle ring. And then we have to draw up 2 more monster tokens. These different monster tokens, these are the main ones, and there's also a few boss monsters. There's a few things in here that will say like move all green monsters up 1, or plague all of something in your hand. So there's a few different things in this little chip, and I've just kind of mixed them around. But we draw up 2 at the end of each round, and then we draw sorry, I had a thought. I was like, what is my... One thing I couldn't remember that I want to look at really fast is when I draw up, because it always, whenever they do the plaguing, okay, so you draw up at the very start of your card. So you draw up to a full hand of cards at the start. And so right now when I'm playing the solo game, I get to draw a hand of 6, and then I get to trade in, I can discard 2 of my cards twice per round. So if they're not giving me things that I need, I can do a discard instead. For instance, like this green swordsman. So he right now like is not going to attack anybody. So maybe I could say, let me go ahead and throw away my swordsman and try to draw up and maybe get like an archer or something that could do something. Said a lot. Sorry. I'm just gonna keep it and just go with it because I think that if I re-record, I'll probably just say again. So I will just try to course correct now. All right, so let's get going. So on my first turn, let's see. So I do have an archer. So I will first play the archer. I'm going to go ahead and just kill this goblin. Done. I'm going to save actually all the other things since this is useful. They will get to those rings eventually, and I want to keep my bricks, but I'm going to go ahead and play my tar as well. So I'm going to tar this 3, so that'll give me just more time since he takes 3 hits to kill. And so I want to maybe just have him go a little bit slower towards the ring. Okay, so those are my discard. And now I'm left with this brick, knight, swordsman, and swordsman. So I think I'll just hang tight with those. So that ends my turn. So all monsters are going to move 1 step closer to the castle ring. I'm going to draw 2 monster tokens. So an orc to go in the forest of 1. They start in the forest whenever you draw tokens. At the very beginning, they start in the archer ring just the 1 time to start the game. And then the 4, I have a troll. So, okay. Now I will draw back up to my 6 cards. Okay, so I got a barbarian and then I got another brick. So the barbarian's really cool because he can slay 1 monster anywhere, including the castle ring. So generally, once these monsters have knocked down these outer walls, they actually get inside the tower ring, and then they will just go clockwise around the tower ring. And then so, unfortunately, barbarian is the only person once a monster gets inside the castle ring that can be killed. So I'm going to go ahead and use my barbarian and just take out this. Take out this troll that's in the forest. Yep. So done. The tar also comes off this guy. And then let's see, what else do I have? So I don't have anything else. I am going to discard one of my bricks and draw up from the deck 1 card to see if I can get something better, something more useful. Okay, so that was a little bit better. All right, so I will stay with that. All monsters move forward 1 space. I draw 2 new monster tokens. I have another orc, good 6, and a goblin in 1. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I draw back up to 6. Ooh, I love it. So I have the scavenge already that came out. So the scavenge card lets you search the discard pile for 1 card and then add it back to my hand. So it's lovely because I played that barbarian, so I'm definitely going to want to scavenge and get him back because then I can just kill someone. So to start, I'm going to go ahead. Oh, I totally missed playing this last time. So we're going to do a little asterisk, but I definitely had this knight in my hand because I was planning on killing this guy with knight and then swordsman. So I'm going to go ahead and just, we'll pretend I did that last round. So he would have got this knight. He would be down the way you would do it. So this is, he's currently at 2 health, and then you just rotate it. So now he has 1 health. So I need to do 1 more hit, and then he will just disappear off the board. So he's not here. So then I actually would have gotten 1 more card to get me to 6. So now I got an any color swordsman as well. So I'm going to go with my red swordsman. This will attack that guy. He is gone. Then I also have a blue swordsman. So I'm going to go ahead and hit this orc over here for 1. I have a green swordsman. I will kill this goblin. I have a any color swordsman, which I will use to kill this orc. And then I have a scavenge. So I'm going to go ahead and scavenge and pick back up my barbarian out of my discard pile over here. So I scavenge through here, get the barbarian, put my discard pile back down. And then I'm going to go ahead and just use it. Because you could save it for a while, but the nice thing is I just want to, if I hold something in my hand, it's constantly taking up a spot. So I want to really just be able to get new cards each time. So I'm going to go ahead and use my barbarian and just kill this green. So I also, I mean, I could have left this one and just killed this guy, but he's going to kill himself in just a second, and I'll show you that. So killed him, and I'm left with 1 brick, and I will hold on to that because I will rebuild this wall. So here we are. So now that we are going to move forward 1 space to the castle ring, you'll see that this guy is going to knock into this. Since he's only at a 1, he knocks down the wall, and then he effectively would have decreased in health but since he's only a 1, he just killed himself against the wall. He's gone. We move forward, forward, forward. 2 new monster tokens. Okay, green monsters move 1. So luckily that was perfect time to draw that because there are no green monsters. And a troll. 5. Okay. All right, so we have 5 cards. We can draw back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yay! So I got my brick and my mortar. See that over there? Yes, I have my brick and mortar now, so I am going to trade that in, and that will allow me to rebuild this wall. So now we are back to whole over here. Wonder, is it more helpful if I'm over here, maybe with my hands, or here? It's more comfortable to sit like this. I think I'll leave it like this if that's okay for you guys. Take a sip. Like, I almost need to heat that up. I like my coffee like piping hot, and Wyatt does not. He always wants it on the cold, so our setting is like low, and he actually will tell me to pour him out a cup of coffee so that it can sit there for like 30 minutes and get cold, which I'm like, what? So if he's gonna set it out anyway, I think I should win, and we should just be able to put it hot, and he can just set it out for longer. But instead, I end up sometimes having to microwave my coffee after it's made. All right. So where were we? So we have our 2 monster tokens. We draw back up. So this is my hand. All right. So I have a blue archer. So I will spend that to knock this guy down to 1. Okay. I have, let's see. I don't need any green knights, so I'm going to discard this to draw up another card. Again, I can do this twice. Only this is the solo rule variant, so you get 6 cards, and you get to do 2 kind of withdraw and or discard and draw up another one. So I have a green hero, and again, I don't need the green hero, so I'm going to go ahead and draw up another one, and that was my 2, so I can't do that anymore. But good, I did get a blue archer, which will kill this guy, and then the rest of these I will sit tight with. So these are going to move forward, forward. 2 monster tokens. The healer. Okay, so the healer says roll the die. 5. Place the healer in the forest. Okay. And then it says if all the monsters on the board regain 1 point of damage. If the monster is already full of health, then nothing happens. So luckily, I actually haven't done any damage to any of these, so they will stay exactly as is. Next token, a goblin. 2. All right. So draw back up 2. Yeah, so see, it's just like a really fast-paced, quick game, and that's why I love. It takes hardly any time at all to like get it out of the box and set it up, and it's so quick just to like play. And I feel like the hand management aspect of just like what I want to keep, using my 2 discards gives you enough of like decisions to make along the way. And then it's always different with the monster tokens coming out and your cards you have in your hand. So I don't know, there's enough like replay value that I'm still interested to play and just, see if I can win. So I feel like I have a sneeze coming on. So hold please. Thank you. Okay, so I have an archer. So I'll play that. So I'll take this guy down to 2. Then I have a red swordsman, which is good. So that will take this guy down to 1. I have a mortar. I'm missing a blue swordsman, so I want to hang on to my blue swordsman because I have blue coming up. I have a drive him back. I have a mortar and a missing. So I think I will go ahead and use the drive him back, and I'm going to drive this orc all the way back to the forest. Then I will play the missing. So what the missing does is do not draw any monster tokens this turn. And again, I'm just playing that now, not because I'm like so worried about drawing tokens necessarily, but more so just I want to keep my hand where I can get more cards. So holding on to it doesn't necessarily help me that much. So I'll move everybody forward. And then I did the missing, so I don't have to draw 2, but everybody does move forward. Okay, so then I'll draw back up to 6. All right, so I got a couple other things this time. So I got a nice shot. Nice shot lets you play it with any other card, like a swordsman or whatever, and it doesn't matter. Instead of only doing 1 damage, it doesn't matter if you needed 3. You will just automatically kill the beast or monster whenever you shoot them. Fortify wall. So this allows me to put this little thing on the outside of one of my walls, and then so instead of knocking on the wall, it would just knock down my little fortification. I don't know if that's how I should say that. All right. So I think what we will do. So I'm going to go ahead and use my hero and my nice shot. And I'm going to go ahead and just kill this troll. And then I'm going to save my swordsman, save my knight, fortify. I will go ahead and fortify this wall. That way he'll just run into that and just take care of killing himself and not knock down my wall. And then the mortar, I'm just going to hang on to it. So I'll stay with that. I'll move everybody forward. He would hit this and die. And one more forward. And then 2 monster tokens. Okay, red monsters move 1. Darn, so my knight I have in my hand is no longer going to help me. And then the troll mage. Okay, so he says 3. And what does the troll mage do again? Roll the die, place the troll mage in the forest, then move all monsters on the board, including the troll mage, 1 ring closer to the castle or clockwise if they were inside. That was unfortunate because this guy's going to go up. These 2 are going to run in and hit, take down 2 of my walls, but they do take each other out, which is nice. And there we are. So draw back up. Yay, there's my brick. I feel like I've been lucky with those so far. Okay, brick and mortar. I'm going to rebuild a wall. I don't have anybody in 1 or 2, so it doesn't really matter. So I'm just gonna, at the moment, I can't make any better decision for one or the other. And then I am gonna play this archer. I hit my troll mage for 1. I will play my swordsman, and that will hit this healer for 1. And then I have this red knight, so I'm going to discard the knight, pick up another one. So now I have a green swordsman, which is beneficial later. And I am going to save it onto my mortar. So I'm going to go ahead and sit tight there. So this guy will go forward 1, take out the wall, he will die, move forward, and 2 more monsters. Oh, plague knights. So I don't have any knights, so that worked out. And the Goblin King, 5. Okay, the Goblin King says roll the dice, place the Goblin King in the forest, then draw and resolve 3 more monster tokens. So here we are. So 1, we get an orc. Put him in 5 as well. Ooh, draw 3 more monster tokens. Okay, so 1. Okay, blue monsters move 1. Plague swordsman. I do have a swordsman, so there that goes. And then goblin. We will go, man, keep rolling 5. And then all players discard 1 card. Darn, so there goes my mortar. All right, so now I get to draw back up. Okay, so this time, what did I get? Okay. Well, I have 2 green knights here, which is perfect. So I will take my 2 green knights. This will take him down 1, 2. He is now dead. I then have draw 2 cards. I have some heroes, so I don't need any of these red, but I'm going to just do 1 at a time. So I'll get rid of this red knight. Get a blue swordsman, so I will keep that. And then I'm going to get rid of this green archer, actually, because I do like the hero, since they can shoot. A hero can shoot anywhere in the ring. Not the forest. Archer, knight, or swordsman of the red arc on that guy. All right. So I got some any colored knights, so I'll save both of these. Let's go ahead and draw our 2 cards. Okay, and I've already done my 2 exchanges, so even though I don't really like some of these, unfortunately I'm kind of stuck with them. So, okay, that's how that will go. Everybody moves forward. 2 more monster tokens. Monsters move clockwise, okay? So luckily that kind of puts them in the same color. This can like really mess you up when you're you save everything in your hand ready to take out a certain color like you plan for it, and then like they move you clockwise, and when it just kills me when it goes into the other color. All right, and then we have giant boulder. Okay, we haven't had one of these. So what I want to happen on this giant boulder is I want myself to roll a 6, and the reason being is because this giant boulder will literally roll all the way through here and take out every monster in its path. It'll also take out the first thing it runs into of mine. If there's nothing in here, it will literally run all the way through and out the other side. So it's an awesome thing to take out a bunch of monsters, and I happen to have them all sitting in 6. So can I do it? Probably not. 1. Okay, that was nearby, but no such luck. So unfortunately, too, I'd already had a wall down in this one. Sorry, 1 second. So I'd already had my wall knocked down. So unfortunately, it's also going to then knock out my tower, my first wall, my tower, which cannot be rebuilt. There is no brick and mortar for the castle wall, or the inner walls of the castle. I forget how they describe that exactly. All right. So giant boulder came out through 1, knock that out. We're done with that. Draw back up to 6. Okay, so I do have a brick and mortar. Swordsman, any color knight. Okay, so I'll use my any color knight, which will allow me, I'll go ahead and do the Goblin King. And then I have a blue swordsman I want to keep. Brick and mortar I would like to keep. Because what I actually might want to do is actually just let them run into it and then rebuild this wall, since I have them all sitting there. That way I don't let somebody into my castle wall. Because again, how we lose is when these center all fall down. Okay, so hero, I don't really need this red hero, so I am going to let him go and pick up another one. Blue Knight, perfect. So I needed that, and that will kill the Goblin King. Okay, I'm feeling more manageable now. So now I don't actually think I'm not going to hold on to the brick and mortar. I'm going to go ahead and just spend it, build up a wall to free up my hand a little bit. And then this green archer, I don't need that, so I'll do that for my second draw up. I got a green swordsman, but that's okay. So we'll hold on to these. Everybody moves up. 2 monster cards, tiles. And another giant boulder. Okay, 5 or 6, everybody. Woo! Okay, so wonderful. So he's going to take out this and that. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, and now I draw back up. 4, 5, and 6. Almost out of cards. You just shuffle back up once you're done. So I have my swordsman. I have a knight. And then, so I'm going to get rid of this red swordsman. Try to draw up and get a blue swordsman, hopefully. Got a red archer. I'll throw that right away. And see what I got. Another red archer. Okay, so I'm going to have to just sit tight. He's going to run into this wall. That will kill him. And then I all in the discard, so I need to reshuffle. And we need to do 2 monster tokens. This is nice. I'm like all the way cleared out. We're doing fantastic. I will say I do win most of the time when I play lists. So I don't know if there's like, you could probably make it more difficult, like if you wanted to do like instead of 2 exchanges on the cards, maybe you could try to do it like with only 1, but I don't know. Again, most of the time I play this if I've just kind of had a long day and want to play a game that I can get out and play in, 20 minutes or something. So I'll set that back over there. And monster token. 1. And blue monsters move 1. I don't have any. Woohoo. So I don't even have anybody like in the air ring right now that I can even hit. Oh, the barbarian. So the barbarian could hit him, but I don't really need him to do that. So I have archers saved up. So I'm going to go ahead and just get rid of this green swordsman. Got a blue swordsman, and I'll get rid of the blue swordsman. Got an archer. Okay, so that's better. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll just hold on to those. Discard. All right. 1's move forward. 2 more monster tokens. Roll. And red monsters move 1. Okay. So I have 2 archers and an any color archer, conveniently. So I will use those 3 to kill this guy. And then do I have any knights? I don't have any knights. So I'm just going to go ahead and use the barbarian and kill the orc. And just move on with peace of mind. So no one is there to move forward. I'll get 2 more monster tokens. 4 and 6. Okay. Draw back up. Okay, so I have some bricks, no mortar, and everybody again is like too far out where I can't even hit them. So, but I do want to maybe save my brick because I'd rather just build back up my wall. So I'm going to save that, save my archers, get rid of this knight to try to see what else I can get. Red swordsman, I'll get rid of that as well. See what I got in the tar. Okay, so I'm going to spend my tar because again, it never seems to help just to waste a spot in my hand. So I will leave it at that. This guy will move forward. 2 more monster tokens. Troll. And an orc. Oops. And okay. All right. I have 5 and 6 more brick. Okay, so I need a lot of mortar. So I have 2 archers that are blue. Fantastic. Kill that guy. This is going really well. It doesn't always go this well, I would say. Okay, so hero, I will discard that to draw up as something else. Red swordsman, even worse. And mortar, hooray! So I'll spin my brick and mortar and build a wall in front of this guy. Then everybody will move forward. The tar comes off, so he now moves as well. And then I'll draw 2 monster tokens. And plague all archers. I don't have any archers. No problem. That's another one of those infuriating tiles that come out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I feel like the healer, where he comes, like, and if you have a lot of monsters on the board at the very beginning, and then you manage to like take them all down by a little bit, and then your healer comes out, and everybody regains the point. That's really infuriating. And then the movement. That part is also really infuriating. And then also I would say the giant boulder, I'm never lucky where it actually like wipes out people where they're supposed to be. So I normally only get like my own stuff wiped out. So the giant boulders can also be a pain. Okay, so here we are. So we have more brick and mortar. So let's go ahead and just spin that and we will build it up over here. This guy doesn't have anything to hit. And then so I do have a blue archer. So say that. Take him down by 1. And then I'll play the drive him back just to move one of these orcs back to the forest. And then I'll hang tight with these so everybody else moves 1. Okay. And 2 monsters. Okay, draw 4 monster tokens. So So 1. Monsters move counterclockwise. Okay. Troll. 5. Another troll. 5. And green monsters move 1. Ooh. And last one from our initial poll, another troll. Okay, so we're got a lot of stuff going on in the green and the blue. We're like completely empty in the red. Okay, so draw back up. All right. So we have so in the green though, we do have, I mean, I guess we'll go ahead and just kill this guy. So we'll do the 2 knights and take this guy out. And then, so we have a problem though with these, both of these sitting here currently. So I'm going to save all of those. I'm trying to decide if I will get rid of my brick. I'll save it. I'll save it. Okay, I'll play the missing and just move everybody up 1 movement. We will hit this. You will hit this. So I really need some green swordsmen, or 2 of my walls are going to be gone. Okay, and I did the missing, so I don't have to draw monster tokens, and I'm down to 4. So really, I've just got to get these guys taken care of, and I'm doing pretty well. So draw back up. Let's hope for some green swordsman or green hero. That would also do it. No, we did not get any of those. Or scavenge. Scavenge would have also done it because we've already played our barbarian, so we could have just scavenged for the barbarian and then played that. All right, so we have a knight, so I can play that, and we do have a hero. So I'll go ahead and hit. Well, let's go ahead and just take that guy fully out. Those. Okay, so red. I don't need anything in red. So let's go. I'll play my green archer with that. So discard a knight. Come on, green swordsman, green hero. Nice shot. Okay, let's. Nice that when I do hit someone, I can hit them with that. So I'll get rid of this other knight. This is my second redraw. Another knight. Okay, so I'm stuck with that. And so yes, so these guys are going to move forward and take down 2 of my walls. Oh no. Okay. In. All right. 2 more monster tokens. We have another troll. Of course it's in 5. I think 5 must be my favorite number to roll. All right, come on. 4, of course. So this will go all the way through here, and it'll take out this wall. Okay, so that did not help me at all. All right, draw up 3. Okay, so I got my brick and mortar back. I also have a fortify wall and a nice shot. So I'm going to get rid of this red swordsman and try to get something in the blue that I can hit. Hopefully swordsman. Okay, so next time I can do the swordsman and nice shot and kill one of them. I'm going to go ahead and fortify my wall. And then I actually want to save my brick and mortar because since I'm down to only 3 monster tokens and they're all coming right here, so I'm just going to like rebuild that wall. And I don't need this knight, so I'm going to get rid of that knight, try to get something else. Swordsman. Okay, so I'll just keep that for next time. All right, so everybody moves forward. 2 monster tokens. 4. Oh, giant boulder. So again, it goes all the way through. I will take that. At least it didn't punish me. Not good for me either. Another 5, of course. Can't ever roll a boulder in 5, apparently. All right, we draw up 1. A knight. I am getting a little nervous because of now, if I got him in this ring, he could take out 2. 1, 2. But as long as that doesn't get hit, I think I could still have this 1 left and still win the game. So we will do swordsman, nice shot, take away this guy completely, because again, nice shot allows me to just slay the monster. Do another mortar, or swordsman, sorry, and then there, and then I will get rid of this knight and try to get something better. The mortar. Oh, yeah, I mean, foolish. Okay, I'm going to use my brick and mortar to just stand in front of this guy. Yeah, I wasn't anticipating him actually, like, getting all the way there. All right, so I'll save this mortar. So forward, he'll go here, take out the wall I just built. That's okay. He will hit this and take away the fortified border, but he's still standing out there. This guy comes down, down, and our last monster token, which is the Orc Warlord. And he does roll the die, place the Orc Warlord in the forest, then move all the monsters, including the Orc Warlord, in the same color as the Orc Warlord, one space closer to the castle. So, of course, he had to be in blue. But that's okay, because at least this guy's not going in. So he will go forward. He's going to go forward, hit that, and die. And then, unfortunately, he's at 3, so I really need to get the scavenge to get my barbarian and kill this guy. Okay, so 5 cards. I don't have that many left in here, so there should be a scavenge. If it's like the very last card, it's just going to kill me. Okay, draw 2 cards. So let's play that. Come on, scavenge. Nope. Okay, so I'll play my brick and mortar though. Build this wall back in front of this guy. Stop that. Use my knight. Hit this guy. I have a swordsman. That guy. Okay, so I don't need this red archer at all. So I'll try to get something better. Okay, any color knight. I'll take that and hit him again. And then, so I can do one more. So I'll get rid of my green archer. Come on, scavenge. Okay, any color swordsman, I'll take that. Okay, so there we are. So he'll go forward, so he's going to hit this again, knock down this wall. He's now at 1 health, though. He will move down. So now they're both standing there. There. Have my swordsman. No more monster tokens. It was the very last one. This is my luck, I tell you guys. All right, here we go. So 4, I have my scavenge. Oh no! Oh, this is terrible because this is what's gonna happen. So since I'm only at 4, I can't actually I can't use my scavenge to pick my barbarian out of my discard pile because unfortunately I only got to fill up to 4. So now I'm actually going to need to shuffle my discard, which means if I want to scavenge my discard right now, my discard has nothing. So not so great. Not so great. All right, 2 cards. Okay. So I have a swordsman, so I'm going to go ahead and kill one of these people. I have a green swordsman, so I'm going to use that to discard 1. Discard 2. Blue knight. Okay, so I'll take that. That was better. All right, so that's where I'll have to stay. So this guy will come forward, hit this. He will die. This guy will move forward 1. So I still have 2 castle rings, but I just need to make sure I can get this guy. Okay, so I am going to get rid of this hero card. Brick. Get rid of the archer. Swordsman. That was not great, you guys. So we're gonna it's gonna force us to where we have to get the barbarian because we're not gonna be able to kill him. I thought we were doing so good. Never be too sure. Never be too sure. Okay, so we're gonna play the missing just to get it out of my hand. Because it's unfortunate too, because since I can't play all of these things. Oh, do I have a blue swordsman in here? I do. Okay. So actually I should scavenge for my nope, I don't have a mortar, but I do have a swordsman. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and play the scavenge and get a swordsman. Yes, this will save me. This is all I had to do. Okay, so I'll get the swordsman. Now I'll play the swordsman, and that will take it to 1. So then on his next movement, he will come forward and he will just kill himself. The orc warlord has hit the castle. So we are left with 1 wall and 1 tower over here and 2. I think this is probably because I never rolled 2. No, people can still get in there and knock it down. But yeah, so that is Castle Panic. It's super quick. I don't know how long we've been recording. Let's see. I don't know if it shows me actually. I don't know, but I would say like if it only feels like 20 minutes or something. Oh, before I forget. So last time I was doing Final Girl, I totally forgot to go over a plant. So here on Botany and Board, I love both board games and plants. And so today we have over here sitting with us, this is a silver satin pothos, is what it was sold to me as, but a lot of people also call it a scindapsus, whatever works. But they're super pretty and sparkly when they come out. This one actually, when I got it, it kind of like had, it actually, when they shipped it, it was like 100-some-degree weather, and it like a lot of it actually rotted. So it's been kind of struggling. It's a little bit of a slow grower, but when it does, like this little new leaf here, when the new leaves come out, they are just like so shimmery and shiny. I don't know that the camera will pick it up, but they're amazing and they're really easy to care for. Anything that's in like a pothos philodendron, that's kind of like a more common vining type, are really easy and great like starter plants. So yeah, that is a silver satin pothos. There. And this was Castle Panic. So thank you guys for stopping in. Consider giving me a like and subscribe. And I'll be playing some more games later today. So if you're going to watch some of those, I'll see you later. Thanks.